Alright guys, so as promised, I said I'm going to do an example of a bank recon. So the first thing we do when we do a bank recon is check the previous months. They're asking us to do the recon for June, so the previous month is 31st May. I'm going to check if this outstanding deposits cleared and these checks. So I'm going to read through. No, the outstanding deposit appeared in the June bank statement or on the June. So this deposit cleared, I'll strike it off. And then these checks, I read check 321 was issued for the owners club fees. It was never deposited. Check 321, so you can see it was never deposited, so we never deposited the check. We need to cancel the check and we do it in the CRJ, and you can see 10th December, we're 31st May, or rather now, so we're doing 30th June's recon. It's well over 6 months, so a check that needs to be stale check, cancel it in the CRJ. So I go there and I just enter 1,500. You don't really have to worry about that, just enter 1,500. So that's done. And then the next one, 427, did not appear on the June bank statement. It was lost and a new check will be issued in July. So the check was lost, so it's never gonna, we will never ever deposit that check. So we need to reverse the check. If a check is lost, always reverse it. You reverse a check in the CRJ and you just enter 1,400 there. Remember, cash receipts journal. This is the answer book that was given to me, and so we reverse that in the CRJ. Check 444 on the 27th of May, we're going to read on that, did not appear on the June bank statement. So carry it over, I write bank recon there. BR. And then 516, we're going to read check 516 appeared on the June. So it appeared, but there's a bit of a problem with the correct amount of, so this is the correct amount. It is a check. So in other words, we overstated this. It's a check. When you overstate a check, you want to reduce the check. Checks are normally entered in the CPJ. To reduce it, enter it in the CRJ for the difference. And the difference between them, 5250 and 7950, is 2,700. So go to the CRJ, 2,700. I will just increase the font size so that it's much bigger. Alright, and then let's go further on and see what's going on. So we've dealt with that. So we've only got one that's going to go in the bank recon from there. Let's read provisional totals. These totals were already put for us. There's it here, 32.4 and 27.470. And then the following entries do not appear in the bank statement. I mean, the entries in the cash journals, but not in the bank statement. So all is going to go to the bank recon. Bank recon. Bank recon. Alright, then we just got this last few. Debit order. Now the following entries in the June bank statement, not in the journal. So if it's in the bank statement, not in the journals, go and enter it in the journal. The debit order for micro. Debit order is a payment. Go and enter it in the CPJ. So you just go to the CPJ and enter here 1125. But remember, there was a double entry, so this is done, but this will go in the bank recon. Remember, if it's a CPJ double entry, put it as a credit on the bank recon, right? And then an unpaid check from a debtor B. Murray. I said to you, whenever it's an unpaid check, enter it in the CPJ, because it was a debtor gave us a check, but the check bounced, didn't go through. Put it in the CPJ. Unpaid checks always go in the CPJ. There's an EFT by the tenant M. Malan. EFT means that tenant paid us. Tenant, it's our tenant, so we received money. Goes in the CRJ, 2,800. And then interest income, it's an income, CRJ, 130. And then the last one, service fees, CPJ 175. Alright, and then what I've done is I've added all of them up, the CRJ total, the CPJ total. So the next step is the general ledger bank account. But here they're giving us a calculation, so you need to get used to doing it using a calculation. The first thing is get the opening balance of the general ledger. And we go to the previous month's recon, the previous month's recon. There's it right here. Previous month's recon bank balance. Favorable balance as per bank account 9,200. Favorable means debit balance, right? So you're going to add the CRJ total to that. So 9,200 plus 36,000. You could do a T account as well. It'll still give you the same amount, right? And then we will get balances per bank account. And once I do that calculation, I will come up with an amount of 10,300. Now, favorable balance as per bank account means debit balance. Debit balance, just keep that in mind. It's a debit balance, right? So even if you did the T account, you would have ended up with a debit balance. So I've got now only to do my bank recon and enter. Now, balances per bank statement. They said at the end here, bank statement balance, meaning this is going to be the balancing amount. They didn't give it to us. So all we do now is enter from the beginning. Anything that we wrote BR, go and enter it. So I see outstanding check here, BR. So go, I'm going to write here, debit, or outstanding checks are always debited. Outstanding check. And that first one there was 444. And the amount is 4670, right? 4670. And then there are more checks that I did see that's gonna appear. There's this EFT 14, 3,800. And try and go as quick as possible. EFT 14. And the amount was 3,800. And then there was check 522. You can just put 522, it doesn't really matter. 522. And the amount there is 4580. And then so I've done that. No, there's a deposit 9675. Outstanding deposits are credited 9675. So we've done with all of that there, and we've done with this bank recon here. And if there's anywhere else, yes, this one, this EFT, debit order that went off twice. So we're just gonna say credit correction debit order, and it was amount of 1125. And then the last one is the balance as per it was a debit balance as per bank account. It was given here 10,300. Now we just got to work out this one here. So how do you do that? What you do is you check which side is bigger in terms of amount. Now I can see the debit side is bigger in terms of amount. That will become your total column. So what you will do is you will add both, you'll add all those debits. Add these because the debit side is bigger, and you put it as a total column on both sides. So when I add it up, I end up with 23,350. 23,350. So which means the balances per bank statement is going to be a credit. Take 23,350 minus it from the remaining credit. So 23,350 minus 1125 minus 9675, and we will end up with a balance as per bank statement of 12,550. That's it. Done. Finished. I hope you guys understood. Yep, that's it. Not too bad. If you have any questions with the other, I'm gonna send you the memo of this as well, so you can see for yourself. If you have questions with other questions when you're doing the bank recon, feel free to message me. Thank you.